audience, welcome back to new, very new decision biases, and you are definitely going to like these biases, guys. Gambler's fallacy, you are going to like it. Okay, so these are decision decision and judgment biases. Okay, so follow it till the end of this video. Choice architectures. Okay, I'm not calling myself as choice architecture expert, but you are going to become the choice architecture expert. Okay, so the suggestion here, you always remember 1.5x and 2x speed. Watch this video in this particular speed, you are going to understand everything. Okay, watch this in this particular speed. So introduction to biases, exploring the impact of choice architecture on decision making. Choice architecture biases influence how we make decisions in everyday life. These cognitive shortcuts can lead to irrational choices and affect various fields, from marketing to psychology. Understanding these biases empowers professionals to design better experiences and make informed decisions by recognizing the underlying patterns in human behavior. Okay, maybe you don't understand it, but you will understand it till the end. Gambler's fallacy, hot end fallacy, decoy effect, compromise effect, you are going to learn it. Okay, you will see how casinos, brands, and products designers shape your decisions without you even notice. So, first is gambler fallacy. So, the short definition is that this fallacy reflects misguided beliefs in randomness, as casinos work on randomness. The mistaken belief that after a streak of one outcome, streak, okay, I'm talking about streak, not stick, streak of one outcome, okay, the opposite outcome is just a due. The opposite one is just a due. In simple words, we expect balance in short term, even when each event is independent. Okay, you will understand it, don't worry. So understanding gambler's fallacy, guys, the mistaken belief that after a streak of one outcome, the opposite outcome is due. Okay, the A/B tests, the next one has to work. Okay, in the A/B testing, the next one has to work. Coin toss, you always have this coin toss. Tails is overdue after 5 heads. You had done it, right? Tails is overdue after 5 heads. You got total 5 heads. Okay, you toss the coin and now you have continuously 5 heads. Now in your mind you are more biased to get the tail in the 6th time, right? That's the gambler's fallacy. Pattern recognition, we see patterns where none exist. We see pattern where none exist. We expect balance in short term, even when each event is independent. Understand this, guys, understand this. After 5 failed A/B test, a team say the next one has to work. Okay, the next one will definitely work. That is gambler's fallacy. A gambler thinks after 5 coin tosses, landing heads tail is overdue. That's called the overdue. Okay, you expect to the opposite to happen. Okay, misguided expectation, that's what happened. So the pitfalls of gambler's fallacy, guys, white matters, it leads to false hope. Okay, false hope, bad bets, bad decisions. In businesses, teams keep funding failing experiments. In UX, designers assume this redesign must succeed after past failure. After past failure, this new UI UX design, this new poster design, or this new advertisement will succeed after this particular failure without even analyzing. Okay, this bias creates the illusion that luck must change. Okay, people stay in toxic cycle expecting a reversal. That is also a gambler fallacy, guys. So, hot hand fallacy, the belief that a streak will continue, the streak will continue, that success breeds more success even when outcomes are independent. Okay, you don't get it? Success breeds further success despite independent outcomes. Okay, very great image here. Okay, so he is passing here, right, in the opposite direction. Well, this is true, but I don't know how much true. Yeah. So the hot hand fallacy. After 3 successful campaigns, a marketer assumes the next one will definitely win. That's the thing. Similar to the gambler fallacy, we have this particular hot hand fallacy. Okay, a basketball player hits 3 shots. Okay, 3 shots in a row, and fans believe they are on fire. Fans believe they are on fire. In psychology, consumers assume continued success based on past wins. That's why streaks exist. That's why streaks are very great. Decision making, we often misjudge our ability to predict outcomes. This is real. So, guys, why it matters? Because it creates overconfidence. Okay, overconfidence and risky scaling. Risky scaling. We scale things a lot without even understanding if this is going to work or not. Okay, overconfidence, it can lead to significant financial risk and losses. In UX, you know, with one feature leads to overconfidence in the next. People assume luck is on their side. Okay, and based on that particular luck, they bet. They used to get into this betting. Okay, so guys, next is decoy effect, how options influence choices. Understanding choices, consumers often compare options to make decisions, right? Wow, very glossy image here. Sometimes AI give really good images, not perfect images, but good enough images. So yeah, the decoy effect, when an inferior option is added to make another option look more attractive, that is decoy effect. Okay, so in streaming, pricing tiers designed to influence choices. A streaming service adds a super expensive plan, so the mid tier looks like the best deal. The mid tier will look like a golden deal. Okay, restaurants, a restaurant menu adds an overpriced dish to make the second most expensive dish feel res- reasonable. Consumers, decisions shaped by relative comparison, their decisions shaped by relative comparisons. Choices influenced by context and framing. Yes, that's the thing, guys. That's how branding works. How choices are influenced because of these decoy effect. It shapes consumer choices without changing the core product. Pricing pages are engineered with decoy, this decoy effect. Okay, Subscription tiers are also the decoy effect, and we justify purchases by comparing to worse options, even though great options still exist. So, guys, next is compromise effect. The tendency to pick the middle option. This is the tendency to pick the middle option. That's why middle one always feels greater. Okay. The tendency to pick the middle option when faced with extremes. The middle feels safe. Okay. A safe choice. Compromise effect. The middle option feels more reasonable and appealing. Okay, that's the thing, guys. Compromise effect. Everyday choices. Users choose the mid-tier pricing plan when offered basic, standard and premium. That's what happen always. We choose the middle one mostly. That's how this works, guys. Users often select the mid-tier plans. Coffee. Customers prefer medium coffee for balance. The medium coffee feels great for the deal. That's why they have this packages. At a cafe, people pick the middle coffee because small feels cheap and large feels excessive. So this is how we, our most decisions get affected by these biases. Consumers lean toward the middle choice. Safety, picking the middle feels more reasonable. Why we choose the middle option, guys? The compromise effect. People often select the middle options because they see it as reasonable. People rarely pick extremes or the new one. Okay, they always pick the mid tier. Offering three options nudges users to the middle, and this is why the middle one always feels attractive. So, guys, practice Gambler fallacy. Reflect on whether you are expecting a reversal just because of past streaks. Recognizing the influence of balance in independent events. Hot and fallacy. Consider if you are assuming success will continue without evidence. Acknowledging how random streaks can mislead our judgment. Decoy effect. Analyze if an option is only present to make another look better. Understanding how choices are influenced by relative comparisons. Guys, write it down. Write down three real life examples you have seen in your life which is related to these biases. Okay, that comparison effect too. Okay, so that's the thing, guys, and yeah, you can do this stuff. Note one streak where you assume success would continue, right? Write it down. The luck factor, the balancing out thing, right? Record one purchase influenced by a decoy option, right? Journal one time you picked the middle option without even deep thought, right? Without even deep thinking. So think about it. Don't just assume past failures, guarantee future wins, right? Test each campaign independently. Use decoy ethically to highlight your best value plan. That's the thing, guys. Structure options so the middle one is feel more reliable and genuine, okay, not manipulative. So that's the thing, guys. That's the thing. Here I written choice isn't free, it's designed. We fall for streaks, we get nudged by decoys, and we settle for the middle ground. If you want to design products, shape behavior, or make smarter choices, you must master these biases. So guys, this is how we end this particular video. We are going to move towards the next biases. They are also great biases. Okay, you are going to learn a lot, and this is where we end this video with our tagline: keep it simple, build it bold. Bye bye.